Hello, and welcome to Thursday Oracle and Angel Tarot card readings with me, Lauryn Ashley. And I realize I have never really fully said before what it is exactly I do. And I just wanted to give a quick little tidbit. So what I do is actually I work with energy, and there's a couple different services I offer. There's lots of different Reiki, Theta, there's meditation, there is the oracle readings, there's angel healing, there is chakra and aura cleansing, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And the studio is going to be up and running again soon. And so we'll be doing in-person treatments once again very soon. I may even be bringing some aesthetic services back into play. So anyhow, back to today. So welcome to the 2 o'clock Thursday Oracle and Angel Tarot card readings. Today, I'm going to hope that things are going to go smoothly, but it seems like there is some internet issues happening. I was trying to edit the event today, and I was trying to post in the event, and I simply could not. So we're going to put it out there that everything's cleared, and we can get through this hour nice and smoothly with no interruptions. So with that, just give me 2 moments. I realize I have to do something very quickly, and that is make sure that the coupon for today is activated. Wonderful, it is. And with that, so again, there is the 24-hour discount code with these videos. The new discount code that we started last week was Oracle50, and that is for 50% off pretty well any of the services. There are some services that do not qualify, but you'll find out very quickly by adding the discount code. And I believe it's the $11 angel healing, and then the introductory package. Those two I think are the only ones that are excluded from the Oracle 50. Anyhow, with that, we have a couple Oracle, we have 4 angels that wanted to pop out and make their presence known today. So with that, we'll start with our angel cards, and I'm going to make this group one quickly so that if we do get cut off, you at least get your nice little healing and everything. We've got our angel cards, then we have our Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and yes, that's how we'll go. We have a couple Oracle decks to choose from as well. And we're good. My apologies. So many different screens to work things from. Okay. So the first card that came through today, that when I asked who are the angels that wanted to come and work with us today, the first one was Archangel Haniel in the number 2, the High Priestess card. It says powerful psychic powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. You'll see she's got her arms outstretched in a very welcoming way, bringing you to peace with that beautiful purpley violet light. The next one, who, as we all know, always comes through for us, and this one, I almost feel like this is going to become a weekly theme because the 10 of Ariel came through, and it says there is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. And you look very closely, because normally you see the angel somewhere in these cards. But this one is just a beautiful scenery in Paris. However, the little bag there is Archangel Ariel's symbol. Reminding you that that rewards can be something as even simple as when you're going shopping. The angels are with you in that moment, supporting your choices or helping you make those choices. And then the woman that's in the pink dress, if you know, she's almost glowing in a way. It kind of looks like she's sitting out apart from the rest in a way. And it almost seems like this is also a reminder that friends around you can be the embodiment of spirit. And the cute children playing in the background. There's that rich and rewarding family life. Then, Archangel Metatron came through for us as well with the 0 leap of faith. Oops. Whoa. You'll see the light coming from the mountain, the peak of the mountain, all the way down, stretching out to this man with his dog, his best friend. Archangel Metatron in the corner there. The butterflies surrounding. The butterflies are lighting up as well a little bit. There's a little bit of a glow. The beautiful flowers. There's a lot of energy in this card, a lot of reminders that those things around you can be of Creator's light and of the other realms, and there it's all. Oh, what does it say? Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. The angels love when we do the things that make us happy. They like to have fun too. And then we also have the 5 of Gabrielle. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Beautiful. So those are the archangels out here today. Actually, I must feel like these came out in the wrong order, or I organized them in the wrong order, so there should have been really, it feels that there's so much. 10 of Ariel should have been first. Then to remind you that there's so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life, with the 5 of Gabriel after saying a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with those around you. Coming in from powerful, so we've got, first one should have been 10 of Ariel. Second one, 5 of Gabrielle. Then following with that challenge you can resolve, the High Priestess, Archangel Haniel, saying powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information, be at peace. If you'll notice, they're kind of giving you a map here. And then to tie it all in, to basically explain how this is going to happen, simply believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy with a leap of faith. From Archangel Metatron. It's a very powerful little mapperoo we have here. Okay. And with that, we will begin our healing. So, I asked today what the group was going to need for their highest and best good. And the card that came out was the turquoise Lotus Mother. Just put a card here so that. And it's a number 42. So let's see, what does our turquoise Lotus Mother have to say to us? So, the turquoise Lotus Mother brings precious healing to you now. Allow yourself to be lifted out of your struggle, beloved one. An old pattern is finally in its death throes. Something that weighed heavily on you from your past. This can be one of the most testing times to allow something to go. just when it seems to be so demanding of your time, focus, and attention. Yet, do not doubt, you have actually learned the lessons it is required of you, and now you are being blessed with an opportunity to receive karmic healing. There are some lessons in our process of spiritual growth that cut right to the core of our being, that challenge us so deeply that even as we learn the lessons and practice of the wisdom, we can struggle to outgrow the grip of the pattern. No matter how hard we try, we might not feel that we are ever going to be able to completely release the challenge. And no matter how much we grow, there is still a thread of the past that hangs on. We need a spiritual rescue remedy if we are ever going to be free of the clutches of this persistent pain. The compassionate and spiritually powerful nature of Ma Kuan Yin as a turquoise lotus mother seeks to bless you with karmic healing, so that you may be lifted from your struggles and simply leave them behind you now. Your soul has learned what it needed from the situation. It asked for a divine hand up, so that it might continue on its divine path of growth without unnecessary karmic weight pulling it down. Listen to your guidance now. Notice if you feel inspired to visit a healer. Listen repeatedly to a particular healing music. Go to a class or meditate at home at a particular time or just more often. These are the attempts by the Divine Mother to reach you through the available channels. Divine blessings of karmic healing can flow through from the spiritual world directly to your soul, but oftentimes they are more effective when coming through a human channel of a high vibrational level directly into your energy field on a physical plane. And just with that, that is a beautiful explanation, because I have been trying to figure out exactly how I would describe the work that I do. And that is exactly what I do. I am simply a human channel. I've been attuned and I've been studying and working to do these, to be a channel for creators, light, and the high vibrational healers. So it's never me that's doing the healings or anything. It's often me as the channel. And like when I'm channeling. So always the channel, because then you're channeling the people and you get it. It's just a human channel of a high vibrational level directly pumping energy into your physical being. That's the best way to describe what I do. So with that, on to the next. Be as open as you can be to guidance to allow the divine karmic healing of the turquoise lotus mother to reach you. Her turquoise nature cleanses and protects your energy field, and her lotus heart shines through to your own heart, bringing you peace. The divine mother within her simply wishes to nurture you into greater spiritual freedom. This oracle also indicates if you have been working with crystals, turquoise in particular. I have turquoise. My mother, just before I went to Mount Shasta, actually, she purchased a genuine piece of turquoise and handed it to me right before the trip, and I took it with me, and I had it placed and infused with the, where is my turquoise? I must find it. Okay, that is totally not even necessary. Anyhow, but yes, turquoise is a very amazing thing, especially it's beautiful to start working with if you haven't already. And now with this healing, you can come back anytime when you do get your turquoise, and you can come back and continue to do this with your piece of turquoise. And yes, make sure it's of high vibration too. Okay, but anyway, sorry, let me get back to what I got so distracted by that. Okay, where was it? Okay, this oracle indicates that if you have been working with crystals, turquoise in particular, to continue to do so, as it is empowering for you and is helping you to heal, whether you are completely conscious this as of yet or not. Okay. So with that, it's time for the healing. The turquoise lotus mother heals. Kuan Yin has a healing for us, and I will be the channel for this healing, directing it to you and whoever may join us later. Just simply say yes out loud, or Just put your intention that you would like to be healed by the turquoise mother. The turquoise lotus mother. I love Lotus. Oh, Lotus. I wonder how Lotus is doing. Anyhow. My apologies. So, all you need to do, get in a place, if you're not already, that you can rest, sit or lay down comfortably. And just take a moment to close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. And become aware of your heart chakra in the center of your chest. Just breathe into your heart. Yes, so rest comfortably. We'll begin the turquoise lotus mother heals. Rest comfortably, take some nice deep breaths. And become aware of your heart chakra in the center of your chest. Focusing your awareness on your heart chakra. Say out loud, I now open my heart to receive karmic blessing and liberation according to the divine grace of Kuan Yin, turquoise lotus mother. I receive any guidance, energetic transmission, or support that is unconditionally loving to help me receive this blessing now. Through divine grace, so be it. Take a deep breath and push out any negativity that may still remain or any energy you feel is stuck. Perceive a light, a presence of energy of the turquoise lotus mother now. As you focus on your heart center, be aware of the beautiful Kuan Yin holding a magnificent lotus made of turquoise. It hovers and spins above her hand, and then begins spinning above your crown chakra, showering you with a soft golden light with flecks of turquoise energy. Don't think, just allow this to happen. When you have stayed with this process for as long as feels right for you, silently give thanks and come back to the breath flowing in and out. When you're ready, just open your eyes. There we go. Thank you. I hope that did a nice little, a beautiful healing. That was very nice. Thank you to our turquoise lotus mother. Alrighty. I feel the shivers. Do you feel the shivers? There we go. So with that, there was our little group reading and healing with our angels and Kuan Yin doing the turquoise lotus mother healing. And with that, it is time to open the floor. It seems like our internet is holding nicely for us. So Ryan, of course, we owe you a card reading. Shall we begin with you? We have a couple decks to choose from. We have, of course, the Moonology, because the candle we're lighting is the moon candle. They work hand in hand. When this candle is lit, these cards are out. It's beautiful because this candle, which is actually from Ryan, is reflection, emergence, self-trust. It's got rosemary, eucalyptus, and spearmint. Oh, I didn't even know this was made locally in Grey Highlands, Ontario. Oh, it's called a Shy Wolf. Shy Wolf, the moon candle. I like it. Yeah, it was meant to be in our healings. Okay. Moonology. Oh, if you'd like, because there's others. There's the Shaman's Dream, and there's also the Rose. But we can go with Moonology because I did go on a bit of a rant about it today. Alrighty. And do you have a specific question today? Oh, hello to all who have recently joined. We're just beginning with the opening of the floor. So, allow me to just take a moment. Oopsies! I wasn't ready. We're not ready. I haven't connected yet. Okay. Allow me to just take a moment. Oh yes, and sorry, before I do this, those who have just recently joined, if you are looking for the healing that I normally do with the oracle cards, the Kuan Yin oracle cards, we just finished that, so you can reverse it a little bit. You'll find it. But anyway, general question. You know what, we're going to take a moment. Watch your ears if you have headphones. I'll warn you now. We're going to do a nice, lovely little tuning fork ding. Ooh, a new start is coming. Again, I have to figure out how to reverse the camera on this thing. Maybe then you guys can actually read the cards. Yes, so the new moon, a new start is coming. Let's see what this card has for you. This is not a full moon, we need the new moon. Oh, did I just lose it? It's hiding on me. Okay, that's very similar. New moon, please. Apparently I'm not supposed to find this card. We might have to just go fully, Oh, it's because it was the first one and I simply ignored it. That was completely my fault. But I think this is a new start, a new start. Well, your birthday is coming around the corner. We know that. So that can always be a very beautiful, fresh start. Sometimes the birthday is just a simple reminder that it is a new year for us. And that things are, it can also be an excellent way to review how your own individual last year was. And I think that even that in itself will be a new start of just kind of like revelation. And just a new start of, let's see. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It is totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you are asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way. Be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If a situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. Attuned to the moon. I'll see it when I believe it. I like that. I'll see it when I believe it. Beautiful. So additional meanings for this card is a new start is on its way. You'll soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. Forget about the past. The teaching. The new moon marks the start of the waxing you in this waxing cycle. This happened last week. So, the new moon marks the start of a waxing cycle and the midpoint of the dark moon. It is a dark and veiled time when the moon is invisible. And a time of rebirth. It is time that witches do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle. An intensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil to the other worlds. And with that, I'm going to ask for another. So let's see, is there more information? Is there more information that we can have about this? My voice has changed. I slightly did there for a moment. Let's see. Give us a little more. Oh! Okay. Too many. I like this one. Let's see if this one fits you. Okay. There we go. Emotions are running high. It's a super moon now. So let's see, the super moon. I think this would class. This is going to be a special moon, yes. There it is. So the supermoon. Yeah. Okay. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. The cards connect. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answers vary. To use common parlance, the answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up, but you may find there's a lot of emotion to deal with too. There's also a sense that the opportunities around whatever you're asking about don't come along every day. So take action. Attune to the moon. Success is close. Success is close. I just must trust. Additional meanings for this card. A resolution to your question is closer than you may think. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. Speak to the goddess. Ask for her assistance. The teaching. The supermoon is a new or full moon that takes place when the moon is at its closest point to the earth during its monthly orbit. An event known as perigee. We're going to hope that I said that right. If it's a full moon, the moon appears around 14% bigger at this time. The moon is known as the queen of emotions, and if you draw the supermoon card, regardless of when you do this, you can expect your feelings to be more highly charged. Ooh, and I'd like to just point out that this is on page 111. Oh, there we go. There we go. So on that note, very good cards for you. Very good cards for you there. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. There we go. Now, if there's anybody else that would like a card reading at any time, please feel free to just drop your name in the comments and I will pull a card for you. With that, I do feel like I'm going to close out the evening or the afternoon. Thank you. We're only in afternoon still. But I'm going to end our session with another Kuan Yin healing if you're up for it. But yeah, other than that, I do have to pull a card for my mother. So we have that one as well. So we'll see. Let's see what I'm going to do the rose cards today because I really would like to pull a card for her with these ones. So just going to take a moment. I shall. I love this oracle, the Rose Oracle Attunement. It's Mother Rose, you who were present long before we, and you who will continue after we're gone. Bless this oracle and all who use it. May it be a gateway for all to return to ourselves, the earth, and each other. May our connection with the voice of our soul be made stronger with every use. May all who touch it feel cherished, held, loved, softened, and seen. May it deliver insight, understanding, compassion, and guidance that's the highest interest of all beings, past, present, and future. When I'm holding space for another, help me to step out of the way. Invite others to connect the wisdom that exists deep within them. Guide me and all who use it to embrace our ever-changing true nature and the seasons of our lives with compassion, understanding, and grace. Show us how we can plant ourselves here more deeply than ever before. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, so these ones came out all three together, and we're just, this one was, ooh, okay. This is very, because my mother has been often saying this. So my mother is Karen, and she's been the one that's kind of pushed me through to do all these things. And it's because she herself has these gifts as well, and has been doing the training for years and studying and all that. And I often believe that she is much more in tune and powerful than she thinks she is. And this card kind of confirms my thinkings, at least. This is the Holy Grail. Stop the endless searching, inner quest. So for Karen, it definitely feels more like it's time for you to kind of step into yourself. Step into the things that you have been doing and really embrace them. Let that rose inside of you open up instead of allowing others to tell you how you should be and how you should feel and the things you should do. It's time for you to really listen to that wisdom you've acquired for so long. And I'm seeing like a symbol. I must look up this symbol. I'm not familiar with this symbol. It's kind of new. It's like, it's almost like as if it were stacked in a triangle, but there are circles overlapping each other with a little fancy thing. I'm also seeing an eye. Very beautiful, almost. It's an ancient eye. I'm being really flooded with the images of Egypt and ancient Egyptian times and the pyramids and the pharaohs and the beings specifically. And that's the eye shape that I'm seeing, that beautiful, that you typically see with Egyptian culture, ancient Egyptian culture. And I feel like this is going to be something you're going to be tuning into, and you already have. I remember at one point you told me that you had a reading. I hope you don't mind me sharing this. You had a reading that in a past life you could have been a part of these ancient Egyptians, and you were like a high priestess or a high level being. And I'm also getting the goosebumps over my entire body as I say this. So I feel like there's an inner quest to do with that. And it's time to connect more to it's time to remember, but not get engulfed by the past. But there are teachings for you to remember that you're going to bring in and bring forward. The bud. Potential. Promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. So this one, there's lots going on in this card. There is a rosebud at the very top. There's a woman kind of, it's like her inner self is basically in the womb. But she's not pregnant either. Like, it's her inner self curled up into the child's position right in front of her stomach, as if she's nurturing her inner self. She's giving birth to that part of herself. She's nurturing the bud, allowing it to blossom from inside out. And it's the potential promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. So whatever you've really been wanting to do, or you feel you've been nurturing, and just those things that make your heart sing, it's time to really, really nurture yourself and your goals and your dreams, and again, turn to that inner quest. And with that, you have the support of the Brothers of the Rose. It's sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. And there's a pregnant lady in the middle. And I just discussed how it was as if she's birthing or growing her inner self within her stomach. She's birthing herself. She's learning how to nurture herself. And here is the pregnant woman again, surrounded by the brothers of the rose. Again, this obviously is not a very literal sense of the pregnancy. That's not what's happening. It's literally you are that baby. It's healing the inner child. It's nurturing, and that rose, like healing your rose, allowing your rose to blossom from within inside of you. And again, you have the support of the brothers with your rose. And yes, Natasha. So yes, there was Karen's reading. Let me just close that out quickly. And Natasha, you'll be next. I will disconnect here and allow myself to connect to yours. Let's see here. We're going to go with the Moonology cards for you, I believe. Let's see what the angels can tell us. Alrighty. These are very good. I really like these. Oh, thank you, Natasha. Oh, hi, Karen. That Karen is my mother, Karen. If you just reverse a little bit there, I just finished your reading. Yes. So, Natasha, let's see. I've got some beautiful cards for you here. So first of all, actually, I believe this card I was supposed to pull out. No. I'm supposed to do it as I flipped it. I'm going to do it as I flipped it. So the first card we have for you is bring love into the situation. It's a new moon in Aquarius. So for this one, and actually, you know what? I'm going to show you them all first because I think it's very tying. So, got bring love into the situation. There's going to be a moment of stepping out of your comfort zone. And that's the North Node. And then you have the full moon in Virgo telling you, you are good enough. So with that, let me see new moon in Aquarius. I want to make sure I interpret that. Okay. Right. Okay. Yep. So first of all, the one thing I will say is, if anything, there's a gentle message here to... You're in Aquarius? Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. So yes, directly for you here. It feels as if there's kind of like and it's not saying you're too, like, it's not saying, oh, you're doing too much, but it's almost like there's a little bit too much involvement. There's worry, there's panic, I'm getting them, like, it's time to detach a little bit. It's time to just detach just a little bit. It's not saying leave everything out, but take a moment step back and allow yourself to kind of disconnect from the intensity of the situation, whether it be with a meditation or just even something fun. What can you do that's really fun for yourself that can just give you literally a break? And so remember, the more you focus on things, the more we attract it. So bringing that love into the situation, start looking at it with a pure love, unconditional love. Ask, what would love do? Even in they're also being reminded, or I need to remind you, that our brains are designed to protect us. And when we're doing scary things, and your medical exam or medical board exam, like that's insane. That is, and I can't even imagine the pressure you've been going through. So with that, stuff like that, our brains will try and trick us and say, hey, oh, you're not good enough. Well, you're being reminded here with New Moon in Virgo that you are good enough, and that you're simply stepping out of your comfort zone. And that in those moments, your brain is going to try to trick you and say and put doubt in your mind. And all you have to do in those moments is take a step. Don't give in to it and say, thank you, beautiful mind, for trying to protect me. But it's time to step out of my comfort zone and see what happens. So with this card, it goes, Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is a time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius the new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way, and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends both on whether you believe you can have it or how much you are relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you will need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. So if you attune to the moon, you can ask, or when you're sitting with the moon, simply ponder this. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more detached from the situation. Thinking outside the box will bring solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. The teaching of this card. Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances in technology and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle. It's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than the emotional water signs. As is this card, no matter when you draw it. Dropping convention works well with this energy. So then to step out of your comfort zone, let's see here. Our North Node. There we go. So stepping out of your comfort zone. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you are healed in the right direction, you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the things that scare you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? So if you attune to the moon, simply attune to the moon, say, I know I'm headed in the right direction. So additional meanings for this card is you're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet, and you've got this. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. Yes, it's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us that shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. Yeah, oh yes, absolutely. Just, yeah, it's like you were saying, it's going to be, I don't like change either. I know exactly what you're saying. But yeah, stepping out of your comfort zone, it's basically like, I'm seeing, it's kind of like you literally have the two roads in front of you. And if you continue with, if you allow the self-doubt and that fear to come in, thank you. I'm so glad it's you're getting your answers. But yes, if you allow yourself, if you keep with if you give into the self-doubt, the negativity, all that stuff, it's just from the past. These are past responses. These are past things. You don't have to give into them. You can make the choice and say, no, I understand. And it's hard. It really is really hard. But remember, you can choose. And if you choose to find a way even to heal those parts of you, and I actually, honestly, Natasha, I think it may be really beneficial. There is a healing that we did at the beginning here. So if you watch this again, I would really suggest, because I think there's a lot of messages at the beginning from you as well, because I do ask for group healing when I pull the cards and stuff. So some of those messages are definitely meant for you as well. But yes, if you choose to go down the other path, your dreams, everything you've been working towards, it's there. It's waiting for you. You're ready. It's just simply, believing in yourself. You can do it. You really can. You're good enough. You've put in the work. Think about it. You've made it this far already. And I'll tell you what, there is that fear. There is a chance that you may not pass it the first time. But you know what? It just means that wasn't the time, but you can do it again. I hope. I don't want to say that you can, but you know what? I believe you can. And I believe that, again, and the angels really are wanting, or behind you and supporting you and saying, you are good enough. But remember, if something happens, do not dwell. Do not go into the fear of it all. Do not feel like you failed, because you haven't. Sometimes it just takes a few tries. Have you heard the quote where it was, what was it? It's, a jack of all trades is a master of none. But I think it was, but better than a master of one or something. So just remember, it's not necessarily the same thing, but the message in there is, jack of all trades has to do things a lot of times before they even come close to mastery. So just remember, you get two chances. So just remember, if something happens and this time it just doesn't work, just know it's because it wasn't the right timing for you. Because there is that little kind of divine plan, right? But it's how our choices play in. So I think if you can really let go of the fear and trust yourself and trust that all the work that you have done has come to this moment, I think you can blow it out of the water. I really do. So yeah, it's just, I think it's simply silencing and taking that moment, like some self-care. You need some self-care to let go of that, the negative self-talk and the fears, because you can. You're good enough. You really are. If you're good enough. So yeah, and I just want to see if there's anything addition I've missed in telling you this card. So yes. Find the balance, the attune to the moon for this, the you are good enough card is, find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Additional meanings for this card. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. That can even be to yourself, literally. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The teaching. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's time to sort out what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also a time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditation, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it is a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. It's a time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. Drawing this card suggests that you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you aren't good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer the question, have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. So there we go, Natasha. I hope those cards were beautiful for you. And I feel, just so you know as well, I do a 24-hour discount code for, there's a technique, I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but theta healing. And in that you can actually, it's called the attainable miracle in your life. And you can clear patterns, beliefs, and all that stuff through theta healing. So there's a theta healing website if you'd like more information to look into. It's simply thetahealing.com. I'm listed on there as a practitioner along with a lot of my classmates too that were in the Angel Alchemy Academy. So there's definitely someone out there that could even help you get there with this a little bit faster. But if you choose to work with me, there is the discount code of Oracle 50, which is 50% off any of the services on my website. So I hope that did good for you and gave you some clarity. And yeah, just remember, you are good enough. You are the shit of your own life. You are excellent. Don't underrate yourself. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. And I will give it just a moment in case anybody else does want another reading for themselves, but I'm also going to start. Oh, thank you. Oh, goodness, yes. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that was a good reading for you. I can only imagine the journey that you've had, like simply. It just, a lot of work, and congratulations to the point that you've made it and the success that you've already brought to your life, and keep going because you're doing amazing. Oh, so yeah, thank you. And oh, hi, Stella. Yes, Karen, Mother, we did your reading a little bit earlier because I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to join. And you had a pretty good one. So I think I'll send you the point of which that was. I think that was, I haven't looked at a clock in a while. I think it was about a half hour ago now. I can't quite remember. But don't worry, I will get you reading again. But yes. Brooke, we do not welcome that. There we go. So if there's anybody else that would like, sorry, but I can still pull a card for you if you'd like now that because I feel like I'm just being like, no, you can't have a card, but you can have, like, you can. Let's see here. Let me pull out. Okay. So I don't know if you've been questioning this, Mother, but just so you know, you and your loved ones are safe. It's the new moon in Cancer. This feels very more so to you. Just your angels are confirming that you and your loved ones are safe. Also, Mother, have you noticed that everybody that always tries to come and will say, how do I say it kindly? Poach my viewers? Everybody that comes to poach my viewers always tries to steal my mother first. It's quite funny, actually. It is funny. I find it hilarious myself. I love it, actually. It gives me a good laugh. It's always when ooh, maybe they're following her. Anyhow. So thank you, everybody, for joining today. I hope everybody that wanted answers got some answers. And yes, oh, I forgot my biggest announcement, and I should have done this at the beginning, but I'm very excited, and I might be tooting my horn a little early, but I'm going to be going to Mystic events and like the craft fairs and such, and I'll be starting to host a table there, or a little booth. And the goal is to be able to do readings live in person for people at these events, and I'm hoping we're probably going to try to do these events. I would hope to do as much of them as possible, and it seems that there are tons all over Ontario, so I could be traveling quite around and getting to meet a lot of lovely people around this beautiful province, and hey, maybe it'll get even further later on. But yes, so that's kind of what my new exciting announcement is, that I will be doing live readings eventually and having my little booth and things to sell that I've made and crafted, and just the natural skincare, all of that stuff. It's gonna be at these Mystic and craft shows. So with that, I thank you, and I'm going to do one last little healing for us to close the day. Ooh. Orchid Priestess of Destiny. And I'm going to post this one on the website because unfortunately we are going to run out of time. But if you would like to receive, because somebody got a reading about a goddess, I remember that. Ivory Swan Goddess. I'm going to post that on my Facebook page, Lauryn Ashley. At Starseed Engineer, if you need to find me. So that one, if you would like to see that, I'm going to post this one with the healing on my Facebook page. So with that, we are going to do the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. And this is from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. So, the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. The Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now, beloved. She calls you to your purpose, path, and soul passion. You are called to rise again and again, to live up into your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty. She will call you always, with her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet, stirring your heart to quest for your truest soul passion. You may have felt different to those around you at different times in your life. This is meant to be, beloved one. You cannot be a pioneer of different consciousness on this planet if you feel completely comfortable in the consciousness that already exists around you. Do you know that this was chosen on purpose so you could be on purpose? Your soul chose to be of service, not by fitting in. By not fitting in, so that it would remember through things not feeling right. Mother, this was for you. This was in your reading. Your soul chose to be of service by not fitting in, so that it would remember through things not feeling right, that it was meant to help correct and heal the consciousness on our planet, starting with the self. Once the self was able to correct and align consciousness within so that it matched the love and peace that existed deep in the heart, it would be easier to help others do the same, even just by inspiration. This is where the Orchid Priestess of Destiny, beloved Kuan Yin, and her devotion to your highest spiritual attainment, calls you forward now. Yes, beloved, your divine destiny is calling you. That means it is time to unplug from the mass consciousness at a deeper level than ever before, to really let go of beliefs and thought forms that do not serve your highest destiny, no matter how unchallengeable they may seem to be at first. It is time to revise anything inside of you that would hold you back from owning your spiritual power and moving ahead in your divine destiny. It is your own destiny that calls you forward to do this, beloved. Do not fear. It is just you waiting to meet you in all your spiritual beauty and strength. Embrace the changes soon you will enjoy the spiritual reunion at a higher turn of your own passionate life of spiritual purpose. The flute and blossoms of the Orchid Priestess help you in this process now. So, with that, there is a healing with the Orchid Priestess of Divine Destiny. So if you would like to take part in the healing, it's going to be an imagination healing. So, to just sit comfortably and be relaxed. I can only imagine I wonder if babies, if they, while watching, they'd be curious. I'll have to see, my mother will have to, Mom, you'll have to tell me how Stella was reacting to this, because it would be kind of cute. I have the question now. Anyhow, back to the healing with the Orchid Priestess of Divine Destiny. So sit comfortably, take a couple deep breaths, and imagine that you are standing in the center of a spiral that extends above and below you, with a softly lit, glowing goddess Kuan Yin beside you. Blossoms of flower fall around her. Orchid motifs are embroidered on her clothing, and she plays a melody of a soft flute straight into your heart. As you look down, you can observe where you have been vibrationally and how much you have grown spiritually over the months and years. Well done. You look above and not only sense where you are going, but also feel the pull in your heart to help you get there. As you listen to Kuan Yin playing her flute in your heart chakra, you find that you are able to rise easily, your heart expanding as you attend the next rung of the spiral, or ascend to the next rung of the spiral. Say, thank you, Kuan Yin, Orchid Priestess of Divine Destiny, for your unconditionally loving assistance to help me step into the next phase of my divine destiny now. I embrace it with all my heart. So be it. Om Mani Padme Hum. Feel yourself on the new level of the spiral and take a few breaths there, hearing the flute of the Orchid Priestess as if it were now playing within your own heart center and becoming more comfortable in this new turn of your spiritual spiral. Be aware of that feeling in your heart, flowing down both sides of your body into your hips, legs, feet, and then up from the heart to your chest, shoulders, arms, neck, and head. Bring your awareness back to your heart, and then when you are ready, simply open your eyes. And I'm going to do the prayer for us from this. So prayer to the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. Our destiny is in our own hearts, and you guide us. And you guide us deeper within ourselves, beloved Orchid Priestess, so we cannot miss out on anything that is divinely ordained for us. It will always find us at peace in our heart. Where we now receive that which is guiding us in unconditional love into the fullness and expression of our own divine being. Om Mani Padme Hum. Amazing. So there we go. Thank you so much. More people trying to claim my mother. Yes. Spell Lord, just so you know, we do ban anybody that continues this. So with that, everyone, thank you kindly. Thank you very kindly. And that it will be the end of our session for today. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful reading today. Thank you so much for joining me. And just so you know, again, typically there would be one this afternoon, but I do have a very special family birthday that we may be doing something for. So I want to make sure that I'm there for that. So typically we do these every Thursday at 2 o'clock Eastern and 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So I believe that, I can't recall what time in the morning that is for Pacific. I think that's, 11 o'clock? And then 5 o'clock in the evening for Pacific time as well, if you need that. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for all the love and support you are constantly giving me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope to see you guys next week, and I hope to see more of you and hear. I love hearing about your readings later and things that happen in your life. So always feel free to shoot me a message in any way, shape, or form. Thank you so much again. Love and light to you and your week. And oh, for those of you who are in Canada, happy Canada Day coming. And then also happy 4th of July to those in the States. So thank you. Love you. Have a wonderful week and weekend. Bye now.